Hey, good morning, guys. I just want to jump on for a second. I'm outside enjoying nature and just loving the weather today. It's just gorgeous here. And the birds are singing and everything is just green and thriving. It's been amazing how much moisture and cool weather we've been getting in August. So I think nature's pretty happy. Just a lot of peace around here, out here in nature. So I want to share something that came through in my meditation today that's really helped me find some peace within. So I want to share it with you guys. Been really sitting with, how do we become more connected? Unity, right? A lot of things are feeling very divided, a lot of conflict. Folks are feeling very frustrated and angry, and just a lot of heavy energy going on as things are kind of unfolding, and we're in it. We're in the healing, right? And so in my meditation, the message that came through that really connected for me was my story, my experience is not someone else's story or experience. So many times when we see something, or we even see some type of post or something, we're immediately looking for something to create familiarity with it. It's either we don't agree or we agree, right? That comes from our need to understand, and that is not truth. That is coming from the head. That is just coming from a need to put it in a box and feel safe. My experience is my experience. It's a story that's kind of stored within me. And my journey and how I have been uncovering my truth and really unlocking the freedom within me is realizing I don't need to hold on to those stories anymore. They don't serve me. They're just baggage. They were an experience that I had, but that's not who I am at this moment. And so a lot of times our stories or our experiences will keep us from new moments because of fear, because of trying to prevent that from repeating. And that is the journey. When I heard my experience is not your experience and vice versa, the gift in that is we can love each other for wherever we're at, including ourselves. Loving someone for whatever opinion or thought they have, because we do not know what their journey has been. We do not know what that triggers for them. And that's the other thing, is triggers happen with everything. And that's the power that I talk about unlocking within you, is we have the ability to let go of the old stories, let go of the triggers, but we have to notice them, we have to see them to be able to let them go. So I have realized so much in the last few weeks since my mom, went through her journey, her transition to heaven, how many triggers I felt, and realizing they were coming up because they were wanting to be released. And so that's the work I'm talking about. That's the need to go within and the need to be still. That is the path to freedom, because there is nothing on the external that is ever going to make you feel validated or safe from those stories. I had an experience last night. We were, kind of helping our older kid with some English. She had a first paper due, and her journey has been that processing and comprehension have not come super easy for her, but she has worked very diligently on it and has made great strides. But her story is that she's not good at that, right? So her fear is that she's not going to be able to do it. Well, I noticed that me personally, because I want everybody to feel comfortable and to be successful and help them and yada yada, that I wanted to fix it for her. I wanted her to feel safe. I wanted her to feel worthy, that she could do it, right? So I was doing the work for her. But that was a trigger for me. And so here I am attaching my story to her, and then letting her story be attached to me. And it was like, whoa. And that was a pattern that we have repeated. I have repeated for a long time. She's almost 21 years old. Okay? So my husband actually does not have the same story as we have. And so the same pattern that came up that we've repeated many times during her journey with some homework, I was bound to determine we were not going to repeat that pattern, that behavior. And it was like we were talking two different languages. It was like we were completely on two different radio stations, him and I. And I went down that rabbit hole for a minute, but then I realized, oh my gosh, this is what it's about. This is not my story. It's not his story. It's not her story of what I have experienced, right? So that's where it began for me, was it's all good, right? She's on her journey. She has to go through that difficult process of discovering what she can do, what she is worthy of. And in that, she will become better, right? And I also realized that sometimes very few words are needed. It's more about the human connection. So she didn't necessarily need like me to make her feel safe or fix it. She thought she did. But she just needed the encouragement and the support. So just being around, just being present. And it was perfect. That's what it was all about. She just needed to feel supported and feel safe. And my husband's been saying that. He's been saying that for years. Because he didn't have the experiences I had. He didn't have the trigger of it all that I had. And it would annoy me because it was like, why is this not a big deal to you, right? But he's genius in that he doesn't pick up other people's stories. He allows people to be on their journey. So in my meditation this morning, I was like, I want to be able to be there. I want to unlock that. And I'm telling you guys, when you go in meditation or you sit in prayer and you really just look within and just ask, how? Show me, right? And the grace will come through. And I realize that that's the gift. We can be love and compassion and understanding and forgiveness. We can be it all if we just allow people on their own stories. Let people be on their own journeys. And encourage them, just as I hope I'm doing today with you. Encourage them to discover they don't have to hold on to those old stories anymore. That's not who they are. This moment is who you are. This moment. So, in all that's unfolding, I think a lot of the reason people feel so triggered and there's such a divide is because there's so much of us wanting to tell other people what to do and judge if they don't do it or do it. How can you not see it? It's like so many times I'm even like, oh, I wish so badly people could just see it. They could just see the simpleness, see the gift that God wants to give us, right? No, it's not my place to do that. It's for them to see it. But I can love them, totally, unconditionally love them for where they're at. Love them for the growth. As you see, I'm on a total growth journey. But I'll tell you, every day I unlock a piece of my soul. And it's the aha. I don't have to wear that anymore. I could put that boulder down. And loving each one of us for where we're at. And realizing the stories are just stories. They're experiences. But we don't have to keep them stored in our body. But it does take some work, guys. But it's happening so much faster than it ever was before. That's the gift of this awakening, this transformation we're going through. God truly has enabled us to have the power to do this work and to free ourselves. So today I really feel a sense of, guys, we're coming together. We can totally be unified. The story of us against them and you know, this party and you know, whatever it is. Gosh, there's so many of them now. It's ridiculous. It's a game. It's truly a game. Unity is power, guys. Unity is power and freedom. And so I hope this resonates. I hope it was helpful. I know for me, it really just unlocked. Wow. Huge changes for my family. I know my kids and husband are grateful because my experiences are not their experiences. Just as my mom's experiences were not my experiences. My experiences were not my mom's experiences. And I'll tell you, some of the most beautiful moments we had was when there was very few words that we needed to speak together in her transition time. Because it is about the human connection, guys. It's about our souls being united together. It's the heart space. And so right now I think there are a lot of words being said that maybe there are no words right now. It's just about being together and loving each other and supporting each other. So if you're finding that with some family and friends or people you love that you're just not seeing eye to eye right now or whatever, really, you know, sit with this and see, wow, is it because my experiences are not their experiences? And they don't need to be. But the love that you share for each other and you feel for each other, and so many folks are missing that connection. Just be together, be connected. Just connect at a different level, because that's where the healing is. Words are not the answer right now. They're not needed. If they're not able to be, it's just take it to a higher level. It's about loving each other, guys, and being there for one another. And my daughter showed me that last night. My husband, he's tried to show me that. He knows I like a lot of words, and I realized, especially this morning in my meditation, very few words are needed. It's about the human connection. So I love you all so much. Wishing the best for everybody today. And just be kind to yourself. And be kind to others. And we're doing it, guys. We're doing it together. Stay connected. And keep looking up. That's where it all is. Take care.